So this guy apparently has a 2-decade-long career, but the last time that he released a song, he crashed the China's biggest streaming site, QQ. So he's already 41, but he's still considered the most popular, or one of the most popular, if not the most popular, pop male act in Taiwan and in China, Chou. So somebody told me it's high time that I react to him, because I've been reacting to all those like independent or newer artists, but he's the most popular in Taiwan and in most of China. So it's high time. So let's get to it. Okay, I've actually seen some of his Instagram posts, and he's like so rich. Okay, let's go. Well, I definitely appreciate that he's sort of still featuring Jabbawockeez, my favorite. Okay, before he gets into his first line, I do appreciate that he's using a traditional Chinese or Taiwanese instrument. Definitely. As you know, I love when singers actually incorporate something traditional, and he did that here. So nice. Second is that it's a very unique beat, and unique. Yeah, it's just a unique sound altogether, because again, it seems like he's going for a very melodic song, but using that traditional instrument is giving it like an entirely new vibe. And I'm excited to see the Jabbawockeez beat. I don't, so it's there's so many things to unpack. This is the first time I'm actually seeing any of his videos. I haven't seen Jabbawockeez in a while. So I did hear that one of the things that made him so popular in Taiwan and in China is his lyricism. So he's basically very poetic when he writes lyrics. So it's not like a street language, but it's actual poetry that he puts melody in it. And now I'm sort of struggling on who to look at, either the lyrics, because I've never heard the song, or watch Jabbawockeez dance. And then there's his voice. Beautiful voice, by the way. But I think he's trying to sort of become a little younger, or appeal to the younger market. Well, it's Jabbawockeez, so I would assume that he's trying to appeal to that. Good attempt in. Okay, let's continue. But it's just I'm struggling on who to look at, on which to look at, either the lyrics or Jabbawockeez. It's nice to see him transition from, like, so in the opening he's wearing something very traditionally Chinese, right? And even the instruments that he was using. And it's nice that Jabbawockeez themselves sort of choreographed it to fit the tone of Jay Chou in the beginning. So very traditional dance steps. And then he transitions into something more modern. And even Jabbawockeez their choreography transitioned into something more modern. So nice. Um, and then the lyrics itself is very descriptive. So it feels like he's taking me back. He's trying to form an image in my head, like exactly the situation when the letter, like so I'm assuming that this is, if I'm catching it correctly, it's about a girl who got a letter, and he's struggling to on whether or not he would open it or something like that, and he's describing that scenario, that specific moment when she got the letter. Just remember, when I comment before, whenever I comment about choreography or something, Yeah, whenever I comment about dances and choreography, I always talk about interaction when one of the members of the group would cause the reaction of other members. And Jabberwocky is actually a master of that. So look at how one member would always cause the reaction of others, and that forms the story of the performance here. See, one, so he is the guy in the center is causing the reaction of the others. Oh, he can dance. Jay Chow can actually dance. And I really like how Jabbawockeez is actually going in and out of modernity and traditional dance steps. This interaction is making the video feel, and the routine actually feel, a bit more interactive and dynamic, because it seems that the members are actually talking because one is causing the reaction of the others. See how that is happening? So Jay Chow's hands is causing the reaction of the others, of the other dancers. It's very Jabbawockeez actually. This is how they're choreographed. They actually do their routines. It's very interactive. So members would actually interact with others. It's not like just one dance steps, one routine, and they would just execute it all together. There's always interaction, so there's a story to their choreography. Oh, what? Nice. And also his poetry, the poetry of his lyrics. Look, when the reed flowers bloom, it tells me winter is near. Oh. Okay, so it was a goodbye letter from the boyfriend. See, the precision that it requires for this choreography to actually work is, you need to be like an advanced performer to make it, because it looks so simple, but everything has a point. That if you miss one point, the choreography is going to look old, number one, and number two, it's going to look disintegrated rather than together. But it's Jabberwocky, so they're able to pull it off. So I guess the idea of the song is that he's trying to contain the longingness that he feels towards the girl in a letter. I think that's and it's really nothing. But all of that, the precision that it requires for this choreography to work, it looks simple, but it's not. So fast. There, see that? nothing really special about the melody and the beat. It's sort of, there's very few inflection in terms of the melody, in terms of the beat. There's not a lot of changes in terms of the range. So I think it's really consistent with what he was trying to say in the song, that I'm just trying to contain all the emotions, how much I long for you, how much I miss you, in the letter that he sent the girl, or he left the girl. I know that he's been criticized before for several things, including like, they said that that he has never diverted from the melody and the tunes and the kind of songs that basically worked for him in when his career began. So that's one of the criticisms. And I mean, I can see that. I haven't really heard any or listened to any of his songs in the past, but this sounds like a classic love song, classic Mando pop, which is the equivalent of K-pop. That's Mando pop. So it's very a classically sounding ballad. This is how ballads in China used to sound like 20 years ago, and that's still how it sounds right now. So I can see, although I haven't like listened to the rest of his discography, but I can see where the criticism is coming from. But I think the mere fact that he crashed an entire streaming site when he released his song, I guess it worked. So probably he's sticking to it because it continues to working. It's nice to experience it. I wouldn't say that he would be someone that I would seek out on an ordinary day, but it still feels good to sort of listen to him whenever I would want to be reminded, or I am in the mood for something classic or something like traditional sounding ballad from China. But it's a nice touch that he put the Jabbawockeez there. He will definitely appeal a little bit more to the younger market. And next is that I do admire the poetry in his lyrics. So I was really struggling on where I'm going to concentrate, whether on the lyrics, concentrate on the lyrics or the dancing and the cinematography. But the poetry, if there's something in his music that I would pick to be the best, it would be the poetry. And I did hear that that's one of the things that made it work for him. It's his poetry and his lyricism. He doesn't just write down words. There's an actual effort to create scenarios or to have some metaphors in there, and it shows. So thank you to the guy that recommended it. Until next time, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And if you want to get in touch with me, please don't forget to get in touch with me in any of the social media links, or just leave a comment below. Thanks.